Carla and Arthur, and we're at the Dallas Design and Dream Studio. We often get many questions, and we realize perhaps some of you would like to hear and the questions and see some solutions that we've come up with here in the studio. So today we want to talk about making money and monetization. What does that really mean? And we're going to have Arthur kind of define it and just give us some of his wisdom on how to use that.
Okay, so a lot of time people ask us, what do we do? And one of the things that I always say is that we show people the difference between how to make money and how to monetize. And most of the time you think that's the same thing. But what we mean by monetizing what you do is that, for example, we make things. We make, Carla make dresses, I work with leather, and so what we had to do back in 2008 when the economy crashed, when we had to figure out how do we survive this and have a way to be self-sustainable. So we looked at how do we monetize what we know how to do. So both of us know how to sew, both of us know how to make things. So what we had to do was figure out how do we monetize that. So back, I would say back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, you used to hear, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I never knew what that meant. But what I had to understand was that if I make, for example, if I make this cap, and I take this cap and I put it out into the showroom and wait for somebody to buy it, well, I have just put all my eggs in one basket. Well, to monetize this, which we look at it as, okay, so we know how to make this cap, but in order to make this cap, we have to have a pattern. So what we had to do, we had to decide on, okay, what we could do is that because we know how to make the pattern, we can start making patterns and start selling the pattern. So Carla figured out how to digitize the pattern, and then so we looked at, okay, if we could digitize the pattern, we can now produce a video showing you how to make the cap. And then after watching the video, we would say, okay, now we have the pattern for sale. So we show you how to make it, and then we will show you how you can purchase the pattern. So monetization means that we know how to sew and we know how to make patterns. So what we will do is that we will sell the pattern, and then we will also teach sewing classes, because we have to know how to sew to make the product. Not only we have to know how to sew, we have to know how to construct it and put it together. So then we would do a class on how to make the product. So now we have taken, instead of putting everything in the one basket and putting it out there as one component, which is the cap. So what we did was that we put these different components in that basket, which is the pattern, the sewing classes, how to make the product. So we broke that down to 3 ways to monetize that one product. So monetizing means looking at it from a different perspective and taking it and being able to break it down and develop these bullet points and saying, you know what, I can make money with this, 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 and this, instead of just the product itself. So that's what we mean by monetizing what you do. And you can monetize anything that you know how to do, anything that you can show other people, you can monetize that. So that's what we mean by how to monetize what you do.
A fourth way that we just started doing is we do digital patterns. So we now have our own patterns on Etsy. So now we can mail it to the person, or they can download it to their own computer. So we just wanted to give you a little snippet of life here at Dallas Design and Dreams. Today was monetization.
And remember, anything that you know how to do, you can monetize that. So, happy monetizing.